on?
What's up, y'all? Welcome to Hotsauce
and Honey.
It's your host with the most.
Okay.
I'm Touk.
I'm Cha-Cha.
All right, and this is Loud Silence TV Network. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yep.
We're going to jump right into it today.
Oh,
so what do we talk about? We're going to talk about the Kobe Memorial real quick. As you all know, we have lost one of our greatest legends
of all time.
His daughter and 7 others who were in a tragic helicopter accident. The memorial was on the 24th, of course. And did you get to watch it?
I watched a little bit of it. I didn't get a chance to check the whole thing, but I did catch some stuff on there for sure.
Okay.
And it did look pretty good. It looks very, very good. I don't know how to make a memorial service sound pleasant, but
right.
Yeah.
It was
nice. It was lovely.
And apparently, the family had a private funeral, and they laid him to rest like maybe a week before the whole memorial thing.
Speaking about the family, did you notice how the family really didn't? People were saying how the family didn't talk. And it seemed like something between.
You don't know the story?
No.
So this is the story, and I read about it today, y'all. It's been around though. This is not like no tea. This is like
for
leftovers.
I'm like,
okay, so pretty much like back in 2000, I want to say 13, don't quote me on the year, but back in 2013, Kobe had to confront his mother because she sold some of his old memorabilia. Not stole it. She wanted to sell some of his old memorabilia on like eBay for like a whole bunch of money or something. Yeah, and so he stopped talking to them off of that. So it's been 7 years since they talked, and Vanessa decided to go ahead, of course, to invite them to the memorial with open arms and an open heart because, I mean, granted, that's their son, but they were very estranged. But yeah, that's why they didn't speak. But they were invited, I guess, luckily enough. So, but yeah, they did. They were laid to rest. I want to say a week prior to the memorial, but in the memorial, you know, the stage was full of like a whole bunch of bouquet of roses, and Beyonce opened it up and she did an amazing job. It's crazy because a lot of people were giving her backlash
for what?
For her songs that she sung. And it's crazy. What?
Nothing.
No, say.
I don't talk about Beyonce. I talk about Beyonce where it's safe in the privacy of my own home.
We are in the privacy of our own home.
Like,
I mean, what she gonna do? Come in and beat us up?
Girl, the Beehive will bust the window out.
I'm part of the Beehive, so you can say what you want to say. I'm not going. But my thing is, I'm used to the attack on Beyonce. I just want to know what you felt about her selections. Like, you agree with everyone else?
Yeah.
You didn't like the selections?
I did not.
So I'm gonna say this personally. Before I knew the reason why she sang the songs, I love them. Okay. You gotta think about, like, you gotta listen to those lyrics. Like in EXO, the second verse is, she said something like, you know, we don't have forever. And you can see that she was like feeling it. You know what I'm saying? Like as soon as she said it, it almost felt like she didn't want to say it because it's like, damn, like,
disrespect.
Dog, he didn't have forever. Like, you know what I'm saying? But the words were so genuine. The reason why she picked those songs though is because those were his favorite songs by her. And Halo was perfect. I loved it. I mean, granted, I did think about it before I found out why she did it. I did think about, like, damn, why she do her own songs? Why she didn't do a gospel song or this or that?
That's the point. I was just like, come on now. Give us some Amazing Grace. Give us with the piano, the organ.
I did
Amazing Grace.
I did
say your piece and get off stage.
I was like, damn, why she ain't do like a gospel song? But literally, before she started singing, she said, well, she sang first. She sang a little bit first, and then she said, I'm here because I love Kobe, and this is his favorite song. And that was XO. It wasn't even Halo. It was XO. I just felt like Halo was perfect because that is a song that you would sing, you know, a sentimental song you would sing. But XO, I was questioning for a little bit, but it was one of his favorite songs.
Well, if it's a request.
So he asked to finish singing the song she started.
Hello? No. Hit that shit!
Look at I'm not Beyonce. I'm not about to hit the
You can't pull your inner salsa fish out.
The song, the moment.
We can't put no pressure on the shit.
You can't put me on the spot like that. I like to be put on the spot in the comfort of my own home.
Hello?
Just add another line, a couple of lines.
That's the song, pretty much. We don't have forever. That's it.
Okay.
That's the song. Look,
you had a
baby, daylight's wasting. Okay. Look at it. All right, for real. But anyway, Vanessa should have hit me up. I would have sang some gospel, whatever. But did she sing?
No, Jennifer Hudson sung at the other one, and Jennifer Hudson
for the award show, and it was
she ripped the wall off and threw it at everybody. She really did.
She was disrespectful.
She ripped the wall off. I'm like,
and
Jennifer.
When I tell you, that's one of my favorite songs. Like, I love that song.
I remember I was in a choir. That was one of the first songs we learned how to sing as a gospel.
Really?
I was in a choir. Mm-hmm.
That's a gospel song?
Yeah.
The song that she sang?
Yeah. Jennifer Hudson?
What was the song she sang?
It's not necessarily a gospel, but the amen.
Oh, yeah, that part, yeah. Now, she did incorporate a gospel song in it. Mm-hmm. What song did she sing? I keep forgetting.
What song did Christina Aguilera sing?
I think she sang Ave Maria.
The Italian song, which made so much sense. See, her situation made more sense to me.
Why?
Because Kobe's from Italy.
He?
Yes, Kobe is from Italy. Then he moved to Philly, and then...
Oh, my God!
So
he was born there?
Yes.
He grew up there.
He Italian.
He Italian, girl.
No, you was Italian. You didn't even want to tell nobody.
Yeah, so that beautiful Italian song sung by Christina, I got that.
I didn't understand why I was an Italian. But I thought maybe because Vanessa was Italian, maybe, but she's Spanish, huh? Is she Spanish?
She's Spanish for sure.
It was beautiful either way. You know, Christina Aguilera gonna blow.
She gonna blow. She gonna sit you down.
Yeah, she did really good.
Her and JoJo, they got them the white girls that got sold. Oh,
JoJo.
Sure.
Have you heard? Side note, really quick. Tori Kelly. You heard the white girl?
Tori Kelly.
That bitch got sold too now.
I never heard of Tori Kelly.
We're gonna listen to it. We're gonna listen to it real quick when we leave here. Okay. You be like, wait, that's a white girl? Yeah.
Tori Kelly.
Like Tori Kelly.
She blonde.
She's blonde.
I think I know.
She sang her ass off. What else did I see on the memorial? I didn't watch the whole thing because I was at work and I was emotional and I'm like crying and trying to not cry in front of people. But Jimmy Fallon was pretty much like the co-host.
Yeah, he did wonderful.
He did really good. He did. Shout out to you.
He did
Fallon.
what needed to be done.
And that, he was one of Kobe's like best friends, or one of his close friends. They started off in the industry together. They did. So that, I guess that's why he was the master of ceremonies. But he did really good. He had a really tear-jerking intro. But it was really, really good. I'm paying respects to all of the families that lost loved ones, and keep you all in our thoughts and prayers.
And we still hold you up to high regards,
Definitely. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and real quick, Vanessa is suing the helicopter company.
And as she should.
She's suing them for a lot, and she better get everything.
As she should.
Everything. Okay, moving on. R.I.P. to Kobe and Gigi and the 7 others. I'm sorry I don't remember y'all names, but y'all know I love y'all. Coronavirus. Who is next?
Us. Not us. Can I say that I think the coronavirus is man-made. Duh. I feel like it's population control.
Duh. Especially because it started off in China. China like that.
And China is the only place that had the coronavirus in their lab.
Really?
Yes.
So it kind of like broke out in their CDC or something.
It's in their area.
The same place the one that broke out in Sierra Leone?
Sierra Leone? You talking about the mosquito joint?
No, there was this one like 2 years ago that broke out.
The Ebola.
Oh,
Ebola,
so they
yeah.
were studying it.
China was studying Ebola, and they created the corona.
Also where corona came from.
So the Ebola was man-made too, and they did that on purpose.
Exactly.
But
they're killing their own because the only people that's affected are
right now
the Chinese and the Caucasians.
But however,
the Asians and the Caucasians.
However, they did say that the coronavirus was not affected to African Americans
because of our melanin.
But don't believe that, because that's a way to get them to test it on us, okay?
But first of all, black people ain't dumb enough to be like, oh yeah, you can test it on me. Let me see. So
you be surprised when niggas be going.
You never know what they do.
They're testing. That's why I'm very selective about what I let my child with his immunization child.
Yes, you got to be careful. And people like to throw it on you like, oh, you're not getting your child immunized. I promise you, if I have a child, I probably won't. I probably won't because I'm too scared. Like, y'all be putting, y'all giving hepatitis shots to children that's not even like 1 year old. What the fuck? Who they gonna get hepatitis from? You know
Right. Why are you giving my baby a STD shot? He's 6 months.
Maybe there's a logic to it, but I don't understand it, and I'm not with it.
Yeah.
So that's just that. But the coronavirus is apparently going to be a community spread in the U.S. And I remember it was a certain point in time when it came out, they were telling us, "Oh, y'all don't got nothing to worry about. Y'all not going to contract it. Y'all not going to get it."
Well, you know, these
And
diseases
here we
and
are.
stuff, they don't have a limit or a border. They don't care if it's Asia or U.S.
They don't.
A virus is a virus. You can't stop it from.
But they tried to make it seem like, oh no, like y'all good. Don't worry about it. As soon as they say don't worry about it, I started doing my research. Like,
worry
oh
about
fuck, oh, we about to die.
Yeah.
But earlier today, I had a conversation with one of my colleagues at work, and he was saying like, black people. He's like, you realize that the only people that are affected by it right now for are Asians and Caucasians. He was like, black people probably won't be affected by it because of our skin. So we can believe it, but just don't be dumb enough to get tested. And can you give me this vaccination for? Nah, I don't even get the flu shot. Okay.
Yeah, I definitely think the coronavirus is released as population control. Everybody know Asia is overpopulated. They don't want their girls.
Yes.
They sell the girls,
Or
and they
they
put
kill
the
'em.
boys to work at 5 months. You know,
Yes.
so it's one of those things where you just have to be careful. You can't trust everything the government say. Oh,
Never.
and
You should
then
never
they
trust
built
anything
them
the government say.
hospitals in Asia. I mean, where the coronavirus broke out, they built that hospital in 10 days. So that means they had all that material waiting. They had all that stuff on standby.
But you got to think about it too, though. In America, when you see the little Spanish people building houses, they be pulling them up in 3 days. So I mean, that's.
But
not,
where they get the machinery? Like, it takes longer than that.
China.
But, okay, hear me out. It takes longer
the
than that
manufacturing capital of the world. Like, they got it all.
to even get the invoice. Come on now, it takes 5 to 7 business days to get an invoice from a company.
It takes 5 to 7 business days for Americans to get an invoice.
Right.
China is where it started. China is the manufacturing country of, manufacturing city, blah. China is the manufacturing
of everything.
capital of the world. Like, people,
But I still don't
literally,
think it's fathomable to say that you're going to build a fully functioning hospital in 10 days.
I think it is in China. They're far advanced than us.
SARS, they did that.
Because they know that these things. If I'm releasing a virus, I know that it's going to cause a pandemic. They're lying about the amount of people that have it. They're trying to make it seem like it's just like hundreds of people, whereas it's hundreds of thousands of people. So the fact that you're covering up the amount of people that actually have it, you're not giving the people in that area the correct sanitation to keep themselves clean. You're seeing videos released of people spreading the virus. I don't think that's normal that people will say, hey, let me go and spread this virus. No, but if you're being paid to spread a virus, why wouldn't I? So I feel as though this coronavirus is not what you necessarily think. I feel like the doctor that first initially said the coronavirus was spreading, he's all of a sudden missing and dead. He was missing, dead, came back to life.
He dead.
They killed him. You know, so you and everybody knows.
He was a Chinese man?
He was a doctor. He felt like the government was not setting them up properly to handle the epidemic of the coronavirus. He spoke out about it
because he spoke out about it.
He spoke out about it and they killed him.
Damn.
So,
But someone was saying that when it started, because you know how like China and the US have this competition going on? Mm-hmm. So they were like embarrassed to admit that it was a serious thing, and they thought they could like control it right away. And then
no, even right now to this day,
wild.
they're still covering up how serious it is. You know what I'm saying?
and
Which
there's no
doesn't make
point,
sense.
like,
Why are you should be.
It don't make sense to us, but it makes sense to them because, like how you said, it's population control, it's community.
And Asia's kind of ruthless. Like, I was watching some things back in the day where if you're not within a certain line, if you don't praise the president and certain things like that, they kind of put you in concentration camps. Like, they're killing a lot of Muslims in Asia and things like that. So it's anarchy, is that the right word? Where, like, you know, we want our people to be this certain parts of Asia, they don't even have internet. Like right now with the coronavirus they cut the internet off, so you can't get your message out.
Gray area everywhere. Damn, that's fucked up.
Yeah. And then, like, there's a shortage on toilet paper. There was a heist. Somebody came and stole all this toilet paper. Yes, toilet paper. They said that toilet paper, because China, everything comes in and out of China. So with them having the coronavirus mainly there, a lot of import export can't happen. And so the down market is
a lot of like entrepreneurs that are like boutique owners or people. Entrepreneurs in general, they losing out on business because of this coronavirus.
So let's just pray for China. Pray that, I'm not gonna say that it stay over there. I'm gonna just say pray
that they contain it, and it don't come over here more.
Nationwide epidemic,
because I heard that it has come over here.
It did. They said a few people have died.
A few white people, right? Yeah, I ain't really so much worried, but I do want people to stay safe. But
clean your hands, sneeze within your elbow. Come on, let's practice
washing hands, Lysol shit down. Especially if you work in a high populated area like a hotel, amusement park, and girl, at the hotel, because I work at a hotel. At the hotel today, we got CPAC coming in, which is the Republican Party. It's a lot of motherfucking Japanese or Chinese checking in today. I said, oh no, y'all, do we got masks? And they, I don't want to be that person, but because they already making it not as serious as it is. And don't tell me that, they contaminating everybody before they get on that plane. Fuck that. Somebody might not even know they got it or something and then bringing it over here and chew and nah. Give me my mask, Lysol this bitch down, bleach it down, let's go.
Hello?
I don't want it.
I don't want it.
We don't want it.
We don't want it.
Does that make us safe?
I mean, it is what it is. We don't want it.
We don't want it.
Keep that over there.
You know what I do want, though? What? I want Deontay Wilder and Fury to fight again.
Fury cheated. There's footage out showing that Fury was punching Wilder with like you could tell his hand. Yeah, you could tell, like, if this is the complete glove, right? You could tell that he's hitting him with kind of just this, and then all this is like, that's what I heard. I have the footage. We'll include the footage right after this, showing Deontay Wilder in the Fury fight and showing Fury's glove. But there's speculation that he could have cheated. I'm a big fan of Deontay Wilder. When I first came across Deontay Wilder, he was known for that. Remember that meme? He was like, to this day. Yes. To this day. Yeah. So
I love that.
I love Deontay Wilder. So I'm a fan. That's my big brother.
To this day, I love him.
About, if I ever had an issue, I'm calling Deontay. Because that's just my son. So, and it really kind of broke my heart to see when he lost, which is his first career loss.
Right.
When he lost, everybody was like, he lost. I'm just
especially the black people.
Yeah, that was wild.
I just pushing him down more and more. And I'm like, what happened to rooting for everything black? Didn't Wale just teach y'all that in his new album? Sue me, I'm rooting for everything black. Literally, a lot of black people. Yeah. I seen it on Twitter. I didn't even know about the whole cheating thing. I just seen a lot of people, a lot of people I follow, not only follow, a whole bunch of black people for real, but they were going in. They were saying stuff like, you know what? They just weren't supportive.
Yeah, but the thing
regardless of if he won or lost, they were not supportive at all, and that's just crazy because if they knew his story, they wouldn't.
Yeah. Do your research. Find out where people come from, because he's from Alabama, I think, something like that. And he came from very humble beginners. He didn't grow up as a child protege boxer. He started boxing as a grown ass man, and that took a lot of heart. You know what I'm saying? A grown man.
He was self-taught, wasn't he?
Yeah, he started kind of fighting himself, and he got people along the way. To me, an undefeated person who started boxing as a grown-ass man, become a champion, and,
And he was rapping the culture.
Yes. Exactly.
And it still will to this day.
And to this day. Shit.
And he still would.
And you know what? And I watched an interview. Watch his Breakfast Club interview, y'all. But he kind of was just saying how his daughter, what motivated him and what pushed him was his daughter. I think she may have been special needs or something like that. So that kind of fueled the fire within him to go as hard as he did. And to see somebody go from, he had an option to maybe go to school or to box, and he put all his egg in his basket, and it worked out for him.
That's good.
But I just feel y'all gotta do better. Every time something happens, you don't have to be the first one to make a joke.
React and be online trying to get a like or a retweet.
Come on now.
Because as soon as you mess up and fall, who gonna catch that on Twitter? Who's gonna retweet that? Who gonna post
Let
that
somebody
on
knock
Instagram?
one of y'all the fuck out and see how y'all react and how y'all feel.
Matter
And
of
get
fact,
it on
who
tape.
said what?
Okay. Then they
said
had that nigga. The Fury looked like a goddamn
He looked like a psychopath.
robot.
First of all,
He was man-made.
did you see the clip of the blood?
And he licked
And he
it.
was like licking it?
Yeah, that was weird.
And then you got
I want to throw up.
you
just
got to
thinking
see
about
the
it.
referee. The referee was like,
Yes, everybody was taken aback. Like, what the fuck is this nigga doing? Oh, my hands are getting weak.
See, but I think the white supremacists are gonna love this.
Yeah, they love that shit. And I just hated the fact that after he won, he was just so boastful. Like, dog, no. Do y'all realize the only reason why y'all had this fight is because it was a fucking split decision the first time y'all fought? And literally, he lost that. They lost that match for real. Like, don't, ugh.
he
It
said he
just
had a
disgusts
bad
me.
day. We'll see. I think more will come back out of it.
He released an article today, and he was saying that
The suit
the suit.
was too heavy.
Who
It was
said
a
that?
40-pound.
Who said that?
Wilder said his suit that he came out in.
Real? Oh, yeah, it looked like it was heavy.
And I think they made a rookie mistake because I think from what they were saying, it seems like they never like had it and tried it on
So it was
and
just
checked it out just to make sure he was comfortable.
I would've
and
wore it
he
then.
used to it.
I would've
Yeah,
wore
I
it
would've
then.
took it
I
off
would've
and
just
just
wore my
came
little,
out.
the little mask with the crown and just went out there like I'm ready to fight. But it is what it is.
It is a long walk.
It is.
So by the time
He was tired.
he was exhausted, because I was like, why is he falling? No one has even
Yeah.
touched him.
Well, they say he bust his eardrum.
Got to.
So
He busted his
yeah, but I feel as though when you
hit him.
Yeah, one of those illegal hits.
he hit him in the back of the like right here and bust his ear.
How do you get that fixed? Can you get that fixed?
Sometimes
do you just go deaf?
you have to have surgery to
Oh
repair
my God, I
it.
did not know that.
Yeah.
He seemed to have lost his balance. He always looked like he was.
Yeah,
gonna fall.
when I seen him fall, I'm like, I ain't never seen this man fall ever in my life.
He cheated.
Not to this day.
He cheated. When we played this video of Fury's gloves, it totally looked like he had something in his
Something
gloves.
was- yeah,
and you
that's
know
fucked
that
up.
you're supposed to, they have people who check that and make sure your gloves is empty. But when you have a black man talking about black people are superior to everybody, shit can slip through the cracks. We've seen it happen plenty of times before. So I don't know.
Boom.
I'm not a fighter.
That's not our system this day, so you know they gonna find a way.
That's not my thing, you know, but
You know they gonna find a way. The white people can't let us live. We'll talk about gentrification next time we get here, okay? Because we ain't gonna talk about it today.
hello.
We're not gonna talk about it today. But I think that's it.
No, that's not.
Yeah.
Gentrification. Let's talk a
wanna
little
talk
about
about
gentrification in DC.
Yeah, you said you were going to talk about go-go. You were going to talk about.
Oh, I thought we was just doing 30 minutes. I ain't know.
Passing out the one on Instagram.
So it just seems like gentrification
Gentry.
is rampant. A lot of the old places and like old homes and stuff like that in DC are being kind of returned into like luxury
Being
apartments.
knocked down and being whole new different buildings being built. Like have you seen? Remember?
8th Street is.
Certain Quarters and
I love Sursum Quarters. I used to have so much fun back in the day around Sursum Quarters.
like it was just recently. I was riding around in DC and I took a nap, and when I woke up, I'm like,
You fucking
where
know.
are we? And it was a road that I frequent often. It was Good Hope Road.
Good Road.
Yeah, have you
They
been to Good Hope Road?
they got like townhouses. and stuff.
They knocking down. They're knocking down. They knocked down where they said they were going to put like a Walmart or something. They have like, I guess town. I don't know what it is.
Okay.
Maybe it's a garage. I don't know what it is, but they got some type of. I don't know. I was lost and confused in the nation's capital. I pretty much was born and raised there. I was confused, and like this is a neighborhood that my family was on, so I frequent the Good Hope Road and all the time Alabama Ave. You know what I'm saying? Like I woke up and I'm like, well, where are we? They was like, we on Good Hope Road. I'm like, where? What part?
For the people that are selling their property that are being gentrified, are they making money?
No.
Are they even
I don't think so. I don't think they're.
I think the very
They don't
first.
probably know.
I think the very first
They're not getting millions. Those houses are initially being turned into $1 million homes.
Their very first request, like when, what is it called? It's not a request, but like notification. Like their very first like notification from the county, it probably is their highest. And of course, when you get that first notification, you're like, I ain't selling my home. And that probably was like years ago, like 5-6 years ago. So when you got that first offer, it's kind of like, I'm not, like, y'all not about to do nothing in here. I'm not about to sell my home. And then they started to, do it again when it started to become more real. Like, hey, okay, are you sure? Because we about to knock these things down. But of course, the offer gets lower and lower the closer and closer it gets to it. So no, they're not getting no money. No. They're not getting...
Not with the value, the worth of the value is of the homes.
Of the things that they're building. Yeah, they ain't getting nothing.
Like you giving somebody a $500,000 check who probably not used to that amount of money, and then you go back and you turn in a $2 million townhouse. That's fucked up, so... But, even just like trying to mute DC with our music, like everybody, if you go uptown towards Howard University, that little telephone shop, everybody know they play Go-Go loud all day, every day. Everybody know that.
Yes.
So to try to but who do you think you is? Moving from Nebraska. Okay, bitch. Okay.
Moving from Nebraska.
And you bring your
Rhode Island
through our neighborhood and say, turn that shit
down. Who the fuck are you? Whitey? I didn't want to say it.
Whitey?
No, but who are you?
I was joking.
Peckerwood? No. We go.
Honky?
Redneck? No. But for real, who y'all think y'all are, though? Like, that's just like me coming into your home and saying, who the fuck painted your walls? And why the fuck you watching this channel? And who the fuck you sleeping with? No,
like,
you don't do that. Into somebody's house, into somebody's home.
You know what I want y'all to gentrify? The school.
Yeah, do that.
Gentrify some of them high schools and the middle schools and them elementary schools.
But you know what? I'm not going to say they're gentrifying them, but they are, like, Ballou. They redid Ballou. In Maryland, they even redid, like, was it not Friendly? Was it Friendly? Parkdale. They redid Parkdale High School. Like, so they are doing some schools. Some schools are getting knocked down and rebuilt. So that's a good thing. But I don't know all the behind the scenes with it. Like, is it going to cost now type?
Not enough. Always do.
The thing keeps coming off. Okay. That's the only thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you guys want,
we might have to lift it up some.
Okay. When you kiss me, when you turn the lights off. Yeah.
Yeah. This is going to be like a little 30. Okay, we weren't supposed to be here for 5 minutes.
I know, right?
I know.
But yeah, gentrification is real. It's been happening for so long. Just it's starting to happen more so in our area, so we starting to see it. It's like firsthand.
What can we do about it?
I don't fucking know.
Laws.
Become friends with some white people and start picking their brains. Honestly, you do definitely need to start with learning who your officers are in your county and your state. You need to start writing letters.
Start going to your town hall meetings.
Absolutely. It sounds so whitey and it sounds so like, but if you really care about your neighborhood, if you really care about your neighborhood you grew up in, you would do it. You would do the research you need to do to make sure that you can stay
and make sure you're electing, you're finding out who, because we don't do these small town elections. We think that's just the presidential election is the election that we should be involved in. However, really the most important election is electing your mayors, your city councils and things like that, because these are the person.
That's the people that's going to send your laws and your ideas or
pass your laws. Yeah. They become the House of Representatives, and they are the ones who get to veto or deny your laws and things like that.
Before you even get to the president or get to whoever. You know what I'm saying?
So make sure you see those small town city meetings and electors.
You know who you voting for. Don't just vote just because it say Democrat or Republican. Like, vote. Know who you voting for. Do a little research on them. Are they supporting what you want your neighborhood and what you want, your life to be in the future? If they're not, then
2 seconds to do your research about somebody and what they stand for, and look at their history of what they've done. Because anybody could come out the blue and say, "Hey, hey niggas,
have you
seen
me? Okay,
I like y'all. I'm gonna make sure y'all get food stamps.
I'll make it happen.
I'll make sure,
for sure.
So, yeah. So anybody come out and say what they want, think you want
to get the job.
Hear.
So just like how you be doing your little resumes and stuff, okay? Because I know half y'all don't know how to type that fast.
If you can do your research on your bundles,
okay.
who got the best bundles? You can do your research on your city council.
And
your
right now
mayor.
it's not China, so
Hello? Don't get that shit from China. Okay?
you gonna get corona.
Hello?
What are we keeping real today?
Keeping it real.
When keeping it real
Gentrification was-
goes wrong.
What
I
happened?
don't know.
You should have the really going wrong. What happened?
No, nothing happened. It's just
Keeping it real.
when
going
keeping it
wrong.
real, don't die.
Hello?
It's-
Do you ever keeping it real that went wrong?
I'm trying to think now. No, because that's off Dave Chappelle's show.
I know.
When the keeping it real goes wrong. No, I haven't had.
I think our gentrification is our keeping it real.
Yeah, that's our keeping it real segment. You know, if you tired of gentrification, do your research, do your homework, and vote the right people in office and your city council, not just the state, not just the fucking county. Yeah. I mean, not just the country, but your county, your state. Like how you said, know your councilman, know who's sitting in your chairs, know your board of education if you got children and you want them in good schools. Like, you got to do that research. If you don't, then what's the point?
Yep. You're just living.
Did you say we're doing some open relationship thing? I thought you were trying to keep some real about some open relationship thing.
We'll do sex on the next segment.
Open relationship.
okay.
Let's do sex on the next segment.
Okay, yeah.
Sex talk. That way, when we post each thing, we have pinpoints. You know how you have to have a description.
Yeah.
What is sex on the
Yeah, that's
Because I don't think we even heard your thoughts on Valentine's Day. Did you?
We did Valentine's Day on the last one.
Oh, we did? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was the episode that we didn't use, no?
No, last time.
Alright,
Yeah.
alright, so-
Yeah, because we was talking about nipples and all this
Yeah.
other stuff.
Like, you want my nipple?
Yeah. Non-sensitive ass nipple.
No.
All right, y'all. Well, we're going to wind it on down. Thank you all so much for joining us.
Yes. Thank you.
Hot sauce. Yes. Thank you.
Come back.
Thank you so much for joining us here at Hot Sauce and Honey.
Feel free to leave comments. Feel free to anything you
To
would like us
like,
to talk about. Like our
share.
shit. Share that shit.
Post us. Give us some topics you want to hear about, or if you want to see us do some crazy shit, I guess.
Our
We'll put ourselves
Instagrams
out
will
there.
be linked on the bottom here, so feel free to DM
I don't know where the
us,
bottom is.
like right here, to talk about any
My
DM us to
Instagram
let
is
us know
going to be
what
right
you
here.
want. You
Put
know,
it right here.
hello.
This is my Instagram.
No, mine's right here. She plays too much.
All right, y'all. Well, we will see you all next week for a little bit of
Sweet heat.
Thank you again, and thanks again for joining Into Loud Silence TV Network. I'm Touk.
I'm Cha. Holla at your boy. I said open. I'm sorry though.
Okay, we can mess it open. I guess.
Sweet heat. All right, let's go.
Okay, because Obed probably standing outside.
Hello. He probably got the baby line.
I see him like I seen him like that. I see him probably outside like this.
Let me text him.
I thought you
Say we on the
said-
way. Right.
I should say was leaving at 5.
Okay.